Well, hello everybody. Thanks for taking a few minutes, clicking on that link and taking a few minutes to watch this video. This is the first video of about 7 or 8 videos I plan to do in the next 2 to 3 months as we prepare to move up into the new spaces. There's some things I want to share with you, things I want you to be aware of, to know about, some things I want you to get excited about that we just don't have time to talk about in a service, in a worship service. So I thought this would be the best way to kind of communicate and get these messages out. So this is the first of about 7 or 8 videos over the next 2 to 3 months. 3 things I want to cover today real quickly. The first thing I want to cover is just a quick look back at this past Sunday and our 40th anniversary celebration as a church. What a blessing from God. Watching the videos that we watched on Sunday from our missionaries it really, I started to tear up in the 9:30 service during that second video. And what hit me is just the impact of this church over the decades. Videos from missionaries in Malaysia and Nepal and Germany, and locally in Arizona and North Carolina with Wycliffe, the JARS Center there, just all over the place. In Mexico, obviously. And that was a sampling of our missionaries, not all of them. And so how exciting was that? And I just was really blessed by that. I hope you were also. God has been so generous and abundant with his love and grace to us. And what a legacy we've been handed by those who've gone before us. And I'm excited about where we're going and what God will do in the coming years, not just the next 40 years, but next year and the next 5 years and so on. And I hope you are too. So if you did not pick up one of those booklets that had a brief history of the church and also a lot of those testimonies, make sure you pick up one of those. I don't know how many are left even, but if there is any left, make sure you get one of those and read through it. It'll bless you when you read through that. The second thing I want to touch base on real quick is the prayer walk that we're going to do this coming Sunday night, October 1st. And we did this a couple months ago, and it was a lot warmer outside. This promises to be a much more comfortable evening. 6 o'clock in the church lobby is where you should meet. We'll divide up into groups there and go and walk through those new spaces and be praying that God would bless mightily the work of the church here, and not for our benefit, but for the benefit of those who will come to faith in Jesus Christ. So if you would come and pray with us for that, that would be great. This coming Sunday night, 6 o'clock. And if you've not seen those spaces, come and it's so exciting to see those spaces almost finished on those latter stages of the construction. So join us this coming Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Third and lastly, I want to touch base real quick on Fall Festival. Fall Festival is our biggest outreach event that we do. It was amazing during this past Sunday when we're looking through some of those pictures that I showed about the history and a lot of the people in the church. Some of the pictures of the Fall Festival event, I think it was from 2005. It was kind of funny as you look at that, and it's like hardly anything there as far as the setup, and it wasn't very big back then. About 4 or 5 years ago, God just blessed this event, and we went from an attendance of 300 to 500 range. The first big jump was almost 1,000 people. Then I think the next year was 1,500. Last year we had almost 2,700 people here at that event. And he's really blessed that. There's something there that God is doing. And it's really an event that helps us just love on the community. It's a great expression of love. And we've got some great plans in store. The one thing I wanted to make sure you knew, number one, is we're not having the festival this year. Due to the construction, the uncertainty of the construction, and where everything would be at, we decided earlier in the year that we will not do the festival in 2017. That was a difficult decision. I never wanted construction to interfere with ministry, to stop ministry, but there's too many safety issues and other uncertainties, and the decision was made to not have the festival in 2017. But the festival is coming back in 2018. The festival returns in 2018. So be in prayer for that. Be in prayer for Lisa Horner and her family and her team of leaders with the festival and the planning and the details. She's already working and talking with Oro Valley and doing all the things needed in this kind of an event. It takes a long time and a lot of hours, many, many, many hours to pull this thing off. So be in prayer for the Fall Festival as it returns in 2018. And please pray that God would bless it in tremendous ways. And not only would the community feel loved by us, but that God would plant a seed in their soul that would draw them to Him. And pray that we would have the opportunity to be the way that He shares the gospel with them. And that would happen after the festival, sometime down the road after it. And just pray the love that we can share that night would have an impact for eternity. And so be in prayer for that, but wanted to kind of bring you up to speed on where things are at regarding the Fall Festival. That's all I've got for now on this video. As I said, there's about a total of 7 or 8 of these I'll do. Trust you'll have a wonderful rest of the week, and can't wait to see you this coming Sunday. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.